Hi, thanks for clicking on our faces. We are back again this week, this Sunday, to discuss some more geek news. A lot has happened from Toy Story announcements. We got Wonder Woman news. We got a lot to talk about. My name is C the Superior. I am not here alone. As you can see, I'm here with my co host, the great Grand Slam Pooba. How's it going?
It is Sunday. It is Father's Day, and I want to acknowledge myself as a dad, as a owner of two cats. So I am great, even though I had to make my own Alfredo. But one day, I'm going to teach the cats to do that.
Hmm. Well,
Uh-huh.
happy Father's Day to those in attendance, to those who celebrate. And let's get into a little bit of this geek news.
Looking
Um,
forward to it.
Yeah, so we have our first up discussion here. Not a father, potentially a mother, Wonder Woman.
There we go.
So Wonder Woman, new Wonder Woman in the works, separate from the previously announced series. So as we know, James Gunn is in control of the DCEU right now, or the
Hmm.
DCU.
Right.
And according to Entertainment Weekly, it says that James Gunn has officially confirmed that there is a Wonder Woman in the works. Now, this is going to be separate from the previously announced Themyscira series, which was
Oh.
Paradise Lost, I want to say, or
Hmm.
what's the name of it? Yeah, Paradise Lost. And that's going to be an HBO series similar to, like, or Game of Thrones or something. That's how they were comparing it to. But this newly announced Wonder Woman is going to be within his new universe with our new Superman, our new Batman, which is yet to be announced because the Batman from the Batman, or Robin Pattinson, is not going to be the same. That's going to be in the James Gunn kind of universe.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So with that said, I don't believe there are any official casting choices for a new Wonder Woman. But is there anyone you would like to see in the role, or would you like to see Gal Gadot potentially get another
I
second?
like Gal Gadot. Like I know a lot of people didn't like some of the stuff from the DCU, and I sometimes slam dunks on it too because I'm a Marvel guy. But I would have liked to keep her. But it seemed like what James Gunn is doing, and this is just kind of the vibe I'm getting here because we're getting a younger Superman, right? I feel like we're getting a young Wonder Woman. That's what I'm under the impression. Even though Wonder Woman, we say young, and she's like what 2,000 years old or something like that. Do I have anybody in mind? No, I really don't. I look forward to seeing what James Gunn does, what kind of magic he does. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm not sure who I would have played Wonder Woman. I do know that a lot of people were kind of fan casting that actress from that new movie that's coming out in the John Wick franchise. I think it's called Ballerina. She was also in a few, not a few, but the newer 007 movies. Very
Okay.
beautiful actress, but I'm not sure. Um, I feel like she's the same age as Gal Gadot, if not around that age. So I feel like if they're doing like a younger Wonder
Mhm.
Woman and want them for the next couple years, they may have to go lower. Um,
Right.
but I really have no person in mind. I do hope that it's an unknown actress. I feel like that's kind of James Gunn's kind of thing, at least so far with our Superman, because our Lois from that movie isn't really well known. Neither is our Clark Kent uh,
No.
from that movie. They've done a couple things, but nothing that's like you can instantly name their name from looking at their face. They're not like A-listers or anything yet.
And
Um,
and I think stuff like that is actually kind of cool though, because like a lot of times, a lot of movies they want to load up movies with well-known actors and stuff. I think it's a cool thing when you can find a sweet balance where you have like some of the less unknown actors, actresses, and then you have because in the Superman movie when you were saying that, isn't Luther a beast from like the X-Men
yeah,
movies?
he's the most well-known actor from that was cast, I feel like. So yeah,
Right.
the guy who's playing Luther, Lex Luthor.
Mhm.
So yeah, I do like when they have lesser known actors. That way they can grow into the role. Honestly, it'll be less expensive for the studios, so potentially we can get more budget for the special effects, and
Sure, sure.
So I'm okay with
I I
getting lesser known
I
actor.
do want to say because I know we're not talking about Lex Luthor, but I do have to sit here and say I don't know what the actor's name who is playing the role of the new Lex Luthor, but he has some big boots to fill because Luthor from the Superman and Lois was the best Lex
I
Luthor.
know you did not just say Superman and Lois. I could have swore you was about to say Smallville, at which point I would agree, but not from
I'm sorry. Did this Lex Luthor FaceTime someone before they got murdered? I don't. I have no interest in hearing this.
whatever. This that the Superman and Lois Lex
Mhm.
Luthor has nothing on this Smallville Lex Luthor. Like literally, that's a lot of people's introduction to Lex
Mhm.
Luthor was through Smallville. So I feel like it is no comparison in my opinion. But if you're watching, let us know which Luthor
Yeah.
do you prefer, Superman and Lois from the
Yeah.
CW.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, do you want the one from the WB show? And look, I know a lot of people love Smallville. It holds a special place in everyone's heart, and I think that's sweet. But I had to sit here and throw out the fact that this Lex Luthor that I'm speaking about did in fact defeat Superman. I don't know about this other Lex Luthor. I think he ran him over. That was cool.
Yeah. So one
What do you
second,
got?
looking at our video and our title is a little.
Is it all over the place?
Yeah, we might have to edit this title.
Okay. What does the title say? I'm hoping it's actually not nothing bad.
It looked like you just copied and pasted what I texted you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I should have probably spaced it.
Yeah.
I thank you for exposing me on air, Cedar Superior. Yes, I copied and pasted the hell out of that.
Okay. While you're adjusting that,
I'll figure
um,
out a way. I'll
we can
figure
go
it out.
ahead and discuss the next bit of geek news.
Mhm.
So, and more movie announcements. There's been a lot of movie announcements over the last few days. This isn't something that we're going to be discussing in depth, but Moana 3 has been announced. That just
Oh,
came out. Frozen 3 has been announced. That's coming out, as well as one other. So there's been a lot of Disney announcements as far as new movies coming up. But to get into something that we'll be discussing on today's show, Hercules, the live action Hercules, Disney of
whoa!
course, is going forward with that, and they have started casting. So they sent out a invite or like a hey, are you interested in this? And Ariana Grande apparently turned down the role of Megara. She's like, yeah, no thanks. She said, according to Love Park Trends, Ariana Grande has officially turned down the role of Megara in the upcoming Hercules remake. She chose to pursue a role in the new Meet the Parents 4 in hopes to avoid typecasting of being a musical only actress. Kind of a bummer. So, do you think this is a smart move for her? Would you have liked to see her in Hercules, or
No,
she would have been typed? It's not a smart move, or you would.
no. I think it is smart. Because she just did what was that movie called? The Wizard of Oz movie. I'm sorry, I'm
Uh-huh.
and I can see what she mean. I was saying no because I have no interest in seeing her in Hercules. I would not want that at all. And she might be, and honestly, she seemed like a sweet girl. There's really nothing against her at all. I
Uh-huh.
just wouldn't want her in that movie because matter of fact, when you were showing some of the topics and stuff, right? And I was thinking, like, did she just do a musical?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so I think it's a smart move on her end to just sit here and be like, I did it. I got it out my system. I don't need to be in it. And I think it's cool too because we were talking about unknown actors and actress, and I don't know who they're gonna cast for it and whatever. But it's cool to give that role to somebody else
So my thing is, I do understand the need of an actor to not be typecast.
for
Um,
sure.
but at the same time, bro, you're a singer. Why not use some of that, musical talent, right? And bring it to the big screen. I wish she would have said yes, but I understand why she said no. If I guess that's the easiest way I can put it.
We
But
got someone waving hi.
hi, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. I don't know how to add it to the screen,
I
but
did it. You don't see it?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, hey, thanks for stopping by.
Mhm.
Let us know what you think about Ariana Grande turning down the role of Megara in the live action Hercules.
I do want you to finish your thought, but I just found it amazing. Like you sing. Why you not do that?
Why are you not getting this easy money? And first of all, this is Disney, so this is big. This is something that's going to kind of cement you for generations, right? The little kids watch this and they'll grow up loving this. And there's always a way for you to kind of ease back into, the Disney bag is long, so why not take advantage of it, right?
But
But
You know, you're saying this, but you know what I think too. Now she turned it down, but I wonder if she's because as much as you're saying Disney got bank,
Hmm.
100%, but their live action movies have not been hitting. Mufasa, um, and name them, Aladdin, all these other
Yeah,
movies. They
yeah.
wasn't Lion King. It might have been a little fear of like, hey, if I do this movie,
Uh-huh.
like it's gonna bomb or something like that.
That's
'Cause-
true. That's true. The live action hasn't had that great of of people haven't really enjoyed it. So I can maybe understand her maybe wanting to steer clear up until which point they maybe address that. So
right.
that is a valid point. That is very valid. However, man, Hercules, that's a good one, man. It's hard. I don't know. I don't know, but I can understand her decision. But with that being said, meet the parents. For how many times are we going to meet the goddamn parents? Who else are we meeting? Is it like the first Meet the Parents was great. I feel like the second one was good too. I don't even remember the third one, whatever that is. Is it Meet the Grandparents at that point? Because
I
what?
mean, I'd rather meet the grandparents at this point because I'm tired of meeting the parents. You know, I'm with you on that one.
Yes.
Um,
But shout out to Ben Stiller, shout out to Robert De Niro, still getting that bag. I love that for them. And like I said, the first two were very, very funny. I don't remember the third, but
yeah,
maybe
wasn't one of them like Meet the Fockers?
yeah, that was the first one. I think it was Meet.
I thought that was the second one because meet the. I'm sorry because when you said Meet the Parents, and I don't know what I was thinking, and then I was like, oh, the Ben Stiller movie,
Yeah,
and I forgot what his father's who played Ben Stiller's father in the thing because right, Robert De Niro and I mean, look, I think they sit there and said we can still make money off it, and listen, if you can still make money and milk that udder, by all means,
yeah, by all means,
by
sure.
all means. But
And that's
like, yeah, no, Hercules, I think is I liked Hercules growing up. One of my favorite songs, in Disney. Besides "Make a Man Out of You," it's really good. And Mulan too. They did a live action to that. I want to sit in. A lot of people forget about that.
yeah,
But whoever sings, whoever's Hercules, they got to make sure they have the vocals to
yeah.
sing. What was that? Go the distance. I will find my
Oh yeah,
way.
and they better
I
bring back my man. What's his name?
say it, Michael Bolton. No, is it
Yes,
Michael Bolton?
better bring back Michael Bolton, or else.
Oh my God. I just got to sit here and say, because there's two versions to the song, I
Uh-huh.
always go for Michael Bolton's
Heck
version because
yeah,
it's so epic. Like I feel like I could punch a bear in the throat and then choke out Optimus Prime.
he is a national treasure. So I'm hoping that they actually get him in there
I
because I
think they do.
can't without
I
him.
think they do. I mean, he's still alive. I think they would do that for some of the older fans, like for that nostalgia feeling, because like this version of Hercules is for the kids. Like they wasn't around in 97, 98, or whatever.
Mhm.
So I think that would be like for us.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's going to be for us, but they also got to bring in the new kids. But it is what it is. But we got a
Sure,
comment here. Uh,
we do.
uh-huh. I can't. Did I pull it
Oh,
up?
okay. Here we go. I got you.
Mulan live action is awesome. See, okay, I didn't watch it. I hate to say, I didn't
No,
watch
it sounded like you saved yourself.
it. Apparently, did they even have songs in it though? I feel like I remember hearing something about them not.
No, they didn't even have Shang. Correct me if I'm wrong in there, but I don't think they had Shang in there, and they didn't sing
Mushu.
"Make a Man Out of Him."
They
And
didn't
they
have
didn't have Mushu. Yeah, I think they tried to go for a more realistic.
like the traditional story of.
Yeah, because like there's like I've always heard there's some kind of lore or story about it.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know. But like no, I refuse to watch that. I'm with her because like the cartoon, I can still watch that sometimes. Like you put it on and you just feel like Make a Man. Like when I do karaoke, I sing Make a Man Out of You, and when they didn't have Make a Man Out of You, I said then you will not get these eyes.
Okay,
So
see, that's the problem. That's the problem.
that
But
is a problem. Them fighting words.
and one other announcement that that we won't be discussing on today's show, but I just wanted to mention it. Lilo and Stitch 2, the live action has already been announced allegedly. So there's a lot of
Oh.
new things coming from Disney. They're
Mhm.
really, rolling it out. So, it is what it is. Side note, if anyone wants to organize a UPR,
Mhm.
Universal Studios trip, I would be down because they got new parks. They got the new Epic Park there. So, just throwing it out there. But
That would be dope. Yeah.
that would
I
be
think they have a I know this is not Disney related, but I think they got some like Nintendo World. I mean, not World, but like, like a Nintendo
yeah,
theme somewhere.
they do.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That would be sound like a trip that needs to happen at some point.
heck yeah. But to bring it to back to today's episode, we do have
Yes.
one final bit of geek news to discuss. And that is going to be in relation to Toy Story 5. Here we go. So Pixar reveals Toy Story 5's new villain. So, guys, this is an interesting bit. This was announced via X, aka Twitter. So discussing films dropped that a kid's tablet lily pad will be a villain in Toy Story 5. The tablet has a different perception of what's best for Bonnie in contrast to the toys. And also from, I believe this was from Entertainment Weekly,
Mhm.
is Toy Story 5 is going to focus on one of the biggest battles with raising children today, technology paired with log line, toy meets tech. The villain of the newest Toy Story film is one of the most common tools, yada, yada, yada. So,
Yes.
what do you think about this villain? And honestly, okay, before I ask that,
Yeah.
Toy Story 4 was a trash, in my opinion. I
It
didn't,
was. It
okay,
was. It was. I went to go see that movie. I had a fireball in my hand. I feel like I tell all my stories like that. And I sobered up after that movie because it was terrible.
it was horrible. Literally, Toy Story 3 had the perfect ending.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
great, no notes. And then
Yep.
they bring back it for whatever reason. Woody's out here in the wild. We got this stupid spork character that's like, what the heck? And
I'm not gonna lie, I did like Spork. He was kind of funny to me.
I did
But
not
like
like spork.
but I do agree that they should have Toy Story 3 was the perfect ending. And that's why a lot of people are upset because it was like if you watch Toy Story 3, everyone, let's be real, we all thought the toys were going to die. And
Mhm.
they grab you emotionally. And even at the end, they grab you emotionally too, where um uh Andy gives up his toys
Yes,
and you
right?
see it was so perfect. And so and they do Toy Story 4, but you're like, you grew up watching Toy Story. You go, let me check out Toy Story 4. Toy Story 5, I think I have no interest in watching. And I do want to sit here and say this. I didn't know they were going to reveal who the villain was because to me, the real villains are the creators because they keep freaking throwing out these Toy Story movies when they know they damn well should just stop. So I think the tablet is the secondary villain, but the real villain is the creators because stop,
It
please.
makes no damn sense. So I'm hoping that since we're already going to get it right, since we have
Yes.
no choice in the matter, I'm
Mhm.
hoping that they bring it back to basics. I hope that it isn't like this whole. I honestly don't even want Sporky to be there. I don't like him, but if I can recall, though, didn't Woody opt to stay away, like out with Bonnie, or am I tripping? Or did I like block
She
out?
stayed he stayed with Bo Peep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so is he not going to be in the movie? Like, what is he not going to be in the fifth one? Because you cannot do a fifth
You cannot
story without
no
Woody.
I think somehow they do reconnect and Woody's going to be cuz there's no way. I don't think cuz look, Buzz is cool, but Buzz is not cool without Woody. I'm sorry. Like I'm
Yeah,
just nah. So I'm not really thrilled about this. I mean, I might still check it out just because out of curiosity. But yeah, man, like it just
I see.
I
I'm
mhm.
very excited for it, but I'm still just like I just want to see what they do with it. Like I'll go. They already have my money. Unfortunately, they already have. I'm handing them my card just because it's a Toy Story movie. But I'm losing my faith. If it's another one like the last one, then if they make a six, then I'm definitely going to like sit it out. I'm telling you,
I hope they don't do a six. I don't
they're
think they
going to
will.
do it.
I feel like they should. I feel like they should read the room because I think they look. They're still making money. I think even though they might not break no records or whatever, they know they're gonna make money off this. But I hope they would read the room and realize like, man, you really had three good movies.
They're
The fourth
bringing
one and
they're
go ahead.
bringing Tony Stark back from the dead, basically. So if they're going to, roll him out of his grave to, make more movies, a la, Robbie Downer Jr. in
Mhm.
Doomsday, excuse me, then
Doom. Mhm.
then why would they not do the same for Toy Story? They're going to keep rolling these out.
Oh
As
yeah, 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 yeah. Listen, they. when they knew Lion King was a bomb, and they, you know what they said? Let's throw out Mufasa out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally get what you're saying. And by the way, I just want to throw out Mufasa lost to a blue hedgehog when that happened. I think that's very important to throw out there. Slam
So,
dunk, bang.
let me correct myself. I said Doomsday, I meant Doctor Doom, just before for any of the geeks watching. Doctor Doom.
Oh, you scared them DMs were going to be there. What are you talking about?
This girl doesn't even know what he's talking about. What? Just like a woman.
Just like a way, and with the head shake too, like a bobblehead. But no, I think these were some great topics that you picked out and to discuss. But yeah, no, Toy Story 5, man. I don't know. I do want to ask though before we because I know we're gonna wrap it up. But did you see Lilo and Stitch?
The live action?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I guess no. Okay, never mind.
I did. I did. I kind of. I did want to see it, but
Okay,
then I've heard all of this stuff about a lot of the negative feedback, and I was just like, I can wait for it to come on Disney Plus. This isn't something that I need to see in the movie theaters.
for
Um,
sure.
but a lot of the changes that they made, apparently, Nani doesn't even get Lilo at the end of the movie. They
Oh,
don't
really?
have the aliens really, and the aliens, instead of being like aliens throughout the movie, they're like human form, and we don't get our cross dressing moments. We don't get a lot of the things.
Yeah,
Um, that's what kind of made me feel like, okay, I can wait. I can
I
wait
can
on it.
understand that.
What about you? Have you seen it?
You know, I was never into Lilo and Stitch. I have a 7-year-old niece who forced me to watch the cartoon movie, and
What? The cartoon was fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't even get to finish to slam dunk this thing. But yeah, I watched it and it was fun. I mean, it was a fun movie. But like, no, to answer your question, no, I didn't see the live action. Just to ask that.
According to
Just to give a shout out to Madam here, like chatting with a friend review. She
Hughes,
said it was better than Mulan. I think a giraffe crap is better than the live action Mulan. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Please get your
he also
thoughts
said
here.
it was decent. So, okay, when it comes to Disney Plus, I'm definitely going to check out Lilo and Stitch. But thank you for checking us out. This
Appreciate
again
it.
is Geek News. This is our weekly show where we discuss the week's news for geek entertainment. So, thank you guys for being
And and I just want to throw out here too because we look up some things that we can chatter. But for you guys in the chat, if there's something where you're like, man, I would like to chat this with you, because we want to just chat, geek news with you guys.
here.
So if there's something, I mean, hit us up. Let us know what you would like for us to chatter about, and we'll give our honest feedback about it. And yeah, we appreciate you guys very much. So thank you.
Correct. You can reach us on all platforms at unpopular.review entertainment and at See the Superior. So please subscribe to our channels and join us next week for some more geek news. Sunday in or around one ish.
It all depends on how we set up, because
Yeah.
we be struggling here. That's why the forgive for the caption, but we were crunching for time here, so we
Yeah.
appreciate you guys. So yes.
Thanks for watching and see ya. Bye.
Oh, I have to hit the thing. Okay.
You
All
got
right.
it.
Bye.